and you've got Grand Island at Kearney. Kearney, another chance to prove that they belong to be one of those top 5 teams.
Yeah, bumped them up to number 3 last week, and they got North Platte last week, Grand Island this week. Probably their 2 biggest rivals. Grand Island, obviously the big one. And if you're familiar with that area, that part of the state, you know what that rivalry is. And it's like that across every sport out there. I covered Kearney for a lot of years when I lived in Kearney, and there's nothing quite like Kearney Grand Island, you know. And so weird things happen in that game. There's been years when Kearney's been down and beat Grand Island. There's been years when Grand Island's been down and beat Kearney. This year, they're both pretty good. You got 2 top 10 teams. Kearney's the surprise of Class A. I don't think there's any question about that with the way they've started the season. Brandon Kuhl's one of the best coaches in the state. Grand Island, it's not flashy. It's not always pretty, but they play defense and they make you work, and they're physical in the run game. I think it's a really, really fun matchup. And again, it's a game where it's tough to, you look at the rankings and you say, oh, Kearney should win that game. You can't do that in this game because funky stuff always seems to happen. It would not shock me to see Grand Island win this game. It would not shock me to see Kearney win this game by a couple touchdowns. I think everything's on the table with that game. And like you said, it's a deal where Kearney's got a chance to prove itself again against a ranked opponent. They've done it against Bellevue West on the road. Now you're doing it at home. And you had so many road games to start the season. Now you've got your second row in Kearney where you don't have to get on a bus and drive 2 or 3 hours and play on a Thursday night even, which is what they were doing. So, yeah, if you're Kearney, that's a golden opportunity to say, hey, you know what, this is legit, and we've got something here.